it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you guys my review and swatches of one of the two new glow kits that released from Anastasia Beverly Hills last week. And this is the Sweets Glow Kit, and it's all pink and ombre and so pretty, and it looks exactly the same as all the other original glow kits, same exact size and everything. It's got 4 giant pans that are 7.4 grams each, and it is $40. Now currently it is only available on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. I imagine it's going to come out at Sephora and Ulta eventually, but currently at the moment it's still in stock on Anastasia's website. So it is something that is definitely unique. This is probably the most unique glow kit besides the Moonchild palette, which you guys already saw, which that one's a little different on its own since it's a different size and a different shape and like has 6 pans versus 4, whereas this one is the same exact size and structure and everything as the original glow kits, but it's definitely unique with the colors that are in here. So let me tell you a little bit of information off of Anastasia's website about what it says about this palette. It says it's a collection of 4 metallic powder highlighters for intense luminosity. Layer shades of Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, or wear them separately on the face and body for a radiant glow. And then it does suggest to use it with the number 23 brush from Anastasia, but as you guys know, like I mentioned in the last video, I love my Target Up and Up brush. This is such a great dupe for that brush and perfect for these glow kits and applying them to the skin. So again, here's what it looks like. It's pink and ombre and sparkly and so pretty. This is probably one of my favorite packaging as far as the colors go. I think it's so adorable. And then here are what all 4 shades look like. Now these, like I said, are so unique. You have kind of a yellow, a purple, a peach, and then a gold or like a champagne color. And so this one is so unique. Like how many times are you gonna see like a crazy purple highlight like this? So unique. So this is probably going to be a quick review because this is the same exact amazing quality as all the other glow kits that I've reviewed. I've actually reviewed all of the glow kits and I love the original ones, the That Glow, Gleam, and Sun Dip. Those are my favorites. This one is definitely my least favorite out of the 4 and I will get to that eventually, but as far as the quality, the pigmentation, the lasting power, and all that stuff, same exact quality as the original ones. I will leave a link down below to those original reviews as well, but really great lasting power, extremely pigmented, so easy to apply, so easy to blend out. You can make it really intense, or you can kind of shear it out and just really buff it into the skin. They literally just melt into the skin. They are wonderful. I love this formula. Very thick and creamy and dense. They feel a lot of like Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows in my opinion, and so I just cannot say good enough things about the actual formulation of the glow kit. So let me go ahead and get to swatching this palette. The first shade right here is called Marshmallow, and this is described as an intense pear with a gold reflect. And I think that is so true. Like to me, when this comes off, it's very yellowy and green. Like look at that color, it's crazy. Now out of all the 3 palettes, this one is definitely my least favorite when it comes to those like yellow and white ones. My favorite one is definitely the shade Summer, which I believe is in the Sun Dipped palette. I love that shade. This one leans quite a bit green and like very yellow and unique in this palette. Now the next one is called Sassy Grape. Like, could that name be any greater? Sassy Grape is a lavender with a blue reflect. And I think this one kind of is in between a blue, a purple, and a rose gold. It's really pretty though. And then the next one is called Taffy right here. And this one is a fusion of peach, pink, and gold reflect. So let's swatch this one. There is what that shade looks like. And then the last shade, which is my favorite shade in the palette, is called Butterscotch. And this one is described as a caramel gold with white reflect. This one is so pretty and definitely my favorite in the palette. So there is what that one looks like. Now as far as the actual palette itself and whether or not I like the shades, I picked it up because it looked really pretty. It definitely didn't look quite as intense as it did online as it does in person, but I thought they were really pretty. But the more and more I played with them, they're definitely unique and not your everyday palette. I think I said that in the Moonchild one as well. These were definitely more of like the unique something different palettes that I think Anastasia Beverly Hills was trying to come out with, whereas the other ones are very wearable, very everyday. They're going to suit everyone's skin tones, and that some of them are targeted for certain skin tones more than others, but I think you can really make all of them work to your advantage, whereas this one and Moonchild are just very unique and kind of out there and a little bit more of theatrical makeup versus everyday makeup, even though this one is definitely more wearable than the Moonchild palette. But like I said, Marshmallow to me is not my favorite. It's too like yellow and too green and just very, very like unique and noticeable. And so I definitely prefer the yellowy shades out of the other palettes more than this one. Sassy Grape is really pretty, but honestly, I don't know when I would ever wear a purple like this. And so I also don't think it looks that great on my actual skin tone. Now I am like 10 shades darker than I normally am. The lights do kind of wash me out, so I have like a lot more of a tan going on right now than I normally do. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know, like, yes, I'm very, very, very fair, and so I've just been going out in the sun a ton, and I just, even with a tan, Sassy Grape is just very interesting on the cheeks and just very noticeable, and it's like, what are you wearing? It's pretty, but it's just not something I don't think I would really ever wear. And so if I had fair skin like I normally do, like, this is going to be intense on your face. It's going to be like fair, 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 purple. Like, whereas with a tan, it doesn't look quite as bad. It like blends out a little bit better. It looks a little bit more natural. But if you have very fair to light skin tones, this is going to be extremely noticeable on the skin. Same thing goes with Taffy. This one is just very peachy and very pinky to the point where it's like, again, not very wearable every day, and so it looks better with a tan, but you have fair to light skin tones, I think it's going to be extremely noticeable, and that these two right here are going to create more of a shadow than they ever will for a highlight for someone with fair to light skin tones. Butterscotch is my favorite one in the palette. I do have it on my cheeks right now. I think it's really pretty. Now again, I do have a tan and I think it looks really good right now, really natural, but if I was super fair like I normally am, it might still be a little too dark. Everything in this palette is very dark, and I think it leans more to medium and deep skin tones is who this is suited the best for. Maybe Marshmallow might be good for people with fair skin, but again, it's just very yellow and very green on the skin. So I think it's just a very unique palette. I do think they apply really well as eyeshadows as well and would make really great eyeshadows. They're really pretty. Again, Butterscotch and Sassy Grape would be gorgeous as eyeshadows, but it's just definitely a very, very unique palette. Not something I'm going to wear every day, but it's definitely my least favorite out of the glow kits so far, only because of the sheer fact that it's not an everyday palette and not something I could wear year round either. But I do think the quality is amazing. I do think the pigmentation's amazing. The colors are very unique and pretty. Butterscotch is definitely the prettiest one and the most wearable out of the palette. These three are unique right here, being yellow and green, purple, and peachy pink. But they are really pretty. The quality is amazing. I'm on the fence whether or not I want to keep it. I said this in Moonchild as well. I think they're gorgeous. I would totally recommend it to someone. You just have to decide if it's something you're interested in. It's the colors you want. Like I said, I have all three of the other glow kits. I love those. I'm going to reach for those 10 times more than I'm going to this one just because it's unique. Not something I'm going to wear every day. Not something I can even wear year round depending on what, you know, what my skin tone looks like at the time. And so for those reasons, I just don't know if personally for me it's worth $40. It's going to take a really long time to go through these products because they are very, very generous sizes for the cost. I think it's a really good bang for your buck, but I just don't know if it's worth it personally for me because I don't think I would wear it enough. I would always reach for the other glow kits. So for that reason, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, but I do think it's amazing. I would totally recommend it to anyone, and it's just a really cool palette. So if you're at all interested in these shades, I would go ahead and pick up the palette. It's gorgeous, beautiful, easy to work with, and I can't say good enough things about the formulation. And it's just totally going to depend on your actual preference and your makeup style and whether or not you're adventurous and would wear these kind of colors and things like that. I just don't think I'm adventurous enough to ever wear like the purple and like the peach and things like that. And like I said, majority of the time I have fair skin, and I just don't think this is the palette for people with very fair to light skin tones. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the new Anastasia's Sweets Glow Kit. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon.